That for today is identity. Yes, that's a big word, but it's very important because it's what makes us who we are, or that's it. That's the subject of today. Who are we? That's the most important question we have had so far in our life, and it's, do we have to adjust to the perception of others, or can we just be without worrying about labels? Well, it turns out the identity thing, the identity issue, it's a real problem today. It's up in the news all the time. The moment you do something that puts you into a label, you are labeled like that. So why is it so important for us to have labels? Because we come from the tribe. Many years ago, centuries, thousands of years ago, we lived in caves and we were hunting and we were gatherers and we just pick up the food we needed and got all of our knowledge from the people who lived with us and our security and everything we needed. That was the tribe. And the tribe is an important concept because this is where we are right now. If you have a label, you belong to a tribe. So you try to change your label because you don't like the tribe you are in. So you try to be in another tribe. And that's the reason you change your label. I am a Republican and I no longer like Republican people. So I just pick up the label of the other side and I stopped being a Republican. So now I am not part of the tribe of the Republicans. I am part of the tribe of the Democrats. And that's how I change. Okay? So the same way our identity changes with our body. I am fat and I have the identity of a fat person. And then I lose weight and then I have the identity of a slimmer. Well, that doesn't happen, many women lose weight and they still have the identity of being fat. So that's terrible. But what does it says, the identity that we create about ourselves? It says a lot of things. It says what we like. And also it says, what do we want people think we like? And those two things don't need to be the same. Sometimes we take labels because of political concerns or because, everybody's doing it. If I am a really great YouTuber and I have lots of followers and I just want everybody to follow me, I would just take the label of what's trendy today. And if everybody is talking about feminism, I will talk about feminism. And if everybody is talking about whatever, I will do the same. And that's the label I have for today. And if tomorrow that label is not well seen, okay, I will change it because I want to be with the tribe. And the tribe can be a huge tribe of 1 million followers, or it can be a small tribe of 30 people who meet because they like furry animals. So that's the way identity works. So why is it so important to have an identity? Because when we were in the tribe, if we lost the tribe identity, we were lost. We were left outside of the cave of security. And we were going to be hunted by animals, by famine, and we certainly were going to die. So we don't want to die. So we just take a label and go with the flow. But there is a problem with this. Labels separate people, and they are no longer useful. The moment I see a man, I know that he's from another label, he's from another tribe, and I know, well, I don't know if I can trust him. What does makes me a person who is full of prejudices? And that's the problem with labels. The other day, I just read a post. It was supposed to be funny. There was this guy who was looking outside of his window during a storm and he saw a neighbor who arrived. He arrived on an Uber, and when the Uber left, he was left outside of his house without his keys. So the neighbor, in normal circumstances, he would have opened the door and tell his neighbor, hey, why don't you come here while your wife or whoever is you are waiting for comes, because the storm is getting worse and you are getting wet, and I don't have to have on my consciousness you get a call or you are crushed by the branch of a tree. That would be the normal thing, but turns out the person who was outside was a Trump voter, and the person who was inside was against Trump. So they were people from different tribes. So I'm not going to allow a person from another tribe to get into my house. That would be crazy. They will kill me. That's the unconscious level of the work. So he just, took some chips and ate them inside his house while he saw the misery of his neighbor. And that was, I would probably do the same or not, I don't know, depending on the situation, but that's what we do because we care for the people of our tribe. And that's one of the first things we do when we meet somebody. Are you from my tribe or are you from another tribe? Because if you are from my tribe, we are going to be the best friends. We will share all of our ideas, everything that we like. Oh, you don't share that. What a pity, but you are still from my tribe. Oh, you don't share that. Oh, that's bad. Oh, you don't share that either. Oh, this is getting worse and worse. Okay, you are not from my tribe. Even if I say I am an author, astrologer, a philosopher, I don't mind. Those are not labels. Those are the things that I do. And yes, I am white, and I am an immigrant in Canada, and I am, I just lose my words because it's not important. What's important is everything that is in the middle of that. Not all the influences I have had from Spain, my native country, or from Canada, or from the US American movies. It's who I am as a bunch of many other things that are not the labels. So why do we get so attached to labels? Because we are still working on an unconscious mind. We are still feeling like if we were in the tribe. I don't know if you have belonged to a group and you have to leave it. It's heartbreaking. Not only because you lose your friends, but because suddenly you don't belong to any place. And I know it's a moment of wonderful belonging. We all belong to a different tribe and we fight with each other and it's funny, but when you start to throw stones to other person because he or she doesn't belong to your tribe, well, things are not going great. So, identity, that's fun. That's like a custom. Take identity as a custom and use it as you want. But don't be too attached to it because it doesn't really matter. Bye-bye.